Hey, it's Dave from Bullpen Cycles, and today it's
Zundapp versus NSU. The Battle of the Small German Wonders.
This is a 1956 Zundapp Challenger. It's a 200cc 4-speed, claimed 12 horsepower on 16-inch tires front and rear. It's the little sister to the 250cc Super Sabre, which had 14.5, some say 17 horsepower on 18-inch wheels. The Super Sabre was the popular bike. This little 200cc Challenger is a bit rare. These models birthed from the Sabre, sometimes called the Elastic. The Elastic refers to that rear swing arm suspension. The Super Sabre and Challenger was Zundapp's exercise to the American market, which gave you a padded double seat, the round gas tank with chrome side panels, and American-style buckhorn bars. It might have had a bump in horsepower, too. The Sabre, the European version, had a square tank, flat bars, and a small solo seat. Zundapp was based in Nuremberg, Germany, and they were founded in 1921. They were known for their horizontally opposed flat twin World War II motorbikes, namely the KS 600 and the KS 750, but they even made a flat four, a K 800. They had a line of small bikes like this, both pre-war and post-war, and they even made a car, the Zundapp Janus. This Challenger was restored by Dale Swigert of Reading, Pennsylvania, who just recently passed away. I sold him a taillight in the 80s, and that he used it on this bike. Later, he would call me just a few years ago and asked if I wanted to buy the bike. It's a 10-year Senior AMA Award winner, which is quite an achievement. Turning to the NSU, it's a 1958 NSU Maxi, 175cc 4-stroke. It's the smaller version of the NSU Max, which was 250cc's. Now I'm going to screw this up, but NSU stands for Neckersum Strict Maschinen Union, shortened to NSU. They made a version of the Max called the Super Max. NSU, like Zundapp, was also known for military machines. It made the Kettenrad, which was a tracked vehicle like a tank, but steered with motorcycle handlebars. So we got a Sabre, Super Sabre, NSU Max, Super Max, military backgrounds, even a car. That was the NSU Prince. See where I'm going there? So many parallels. NSU was founded in 1873 with its first motorcycle made in 1901. NSU designed the Wankel rotary engine, which you've seen here in our other videos with the Hercules and the Van Beens. By 1955, believe it or not, NSU was the largest or one of the largest motorcycle manufacturers in the world, building 350,000 units. But it stopped making bikes in 1963, the Super Max being its most popular. In 1969, it was merged with Volkswagen and became part of the Volkswagen Audi group. I found this NSU in an antique shop in Macungie, Pennsylvania, maybe 10 years ago. It was listed in the antique section of the Penny Picture, not in the motorcycle section. It's all original down to the German tires. It was sold new in Miller's in Palmerton, Pennsylvania, which is still there today. It's R&D Power Sports, which sells Honda and I think Vespa. Miller's in the 50s sold BMW cars, the little car like the Isetta. So that probably gave them the line to NSU, the NSU cars, the Prince, and NSU motorbikes. I tried to find the owner. R&D Power Sports has none of the old NSU or BMW information, no books, no documentation, no parts. I thought I tracked down the owner to Williamsport, Pennsylvania, but I mean, with a name like Miller, there's so many Millers, I reached a dead end. Starting is straightforward. Tickle the carburetor. Hold the plunger down till gas spits on the floor. Press the key in, press it down, and it should light up without any choke. Stupid me. These actually shift on the left. We'll go for a longer ride after we fire up the NSU. That's next. These start about the same, but this is a 4-stroke and has got something called the Ultramax valve gear, and I'm reading from the sales brochure. It says, a special NSU invention. Can't be found on any other motorcycle in the world. It works without power loss and without play. It's basically, they got connecting rods to the valve rocker rather than a push rod. Now here, I'm having trouble. It's not going into gear. Should be
Neutral on the bottom.
It should be 1 down, 3 up.
I don't think I have first gear. No, that's gonna leave us to just the Zundapp. I don't think I have first gear. Now, if you watched our first episodes, you'll know that's vintage bikes. So there's neutral. Okay, first is down there. All right, maybe I do have first. Neutral. Second. No, I don't know it. Neutral.
So with the NSU on IR, let's go for a ride on the Zundapp.
as much power as its bigger brother. Feels smaller as it is. Stay on the back road here. Third. Second. Third. It's about 40, 45. That's about it. And then there's the fourth. Not bad. Well, we're 1-1. Which is better than 0-2.